Alright, so we're going to be taking a look at Fight Rigging Trudge deck in Timeless format. We've taken a look at this deck in Historic last time, and it was pretty good there, but I wanted to try this deck in Timeless because we do get more soul lands in the deck, which helps us cast the 3 mana cards on curve in time. So for example, we have this card called Slumbering Trudge. This is a card that you can play on turn 1 with X equals 0. It's gonna come with a stun counter on it. Since we're in Timeless, not only do we have Ugin's Lab, but we also have 4 copies of Ancient Tomb as well. So we have more consistency in potentially getting the Fight Rigging down on turn 2. So if you curve it like so, you can Fight Rigging, find something like Devourer of Destiny or Emrakul, and potentially win the game on the following turn. Or otherwise, let's say if you don't hit one of these two, you can even hit something like a Disciple of Freyalise, which can sacrifice a Slumbering Trudge, which is now a 7/7, and you can draw a fresh 7 cards this way. And you can also gain 7 life at the same time, which is kind of cool. Or you can try to hit the Emrakul with the Turn Temper Symbiosis, so that's another option you can take as well. So there's a couple of hits with the Fight Rigging. And last but not least, we have this card called Hasheb Oasis. This is a card that can potentially pump the Sowing Myco spawn into 6 power. So if you have Fight Rigging, you can also put a counter on the Sowing Myco spawn into 7 power, triggering the Fight Rigging into casting our Hideaway card. And as for our ramped spells, we have Fanatic Rona, which also benefits from playing something like a Slumbering Trudge. And then we have Malevolent Rumble to try to look for Fight Rigging, which happens to be a permanent. And of course, we also play Kozilek's Command, since we are kind of half Eldrazi at the same time. The only thing that I'm kind of sad about the Kozilek's Command in this deck is the fact that we can't actually play Eldrazi Temple, since we are playing Ugin's Lab instead just so that we can curve into Fight Rigging, which kind of sucks, but we can't currently fit Eldrazi Temple at the moment, just because we have to play at least 13 copies of green sources, so bit of a shame there, but not much you can do. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this deck does in Timeless. So we'll see how this one does. Right, we got Devourer of Destiny. Hopefully we get our Fight Rigging with this card. Kozilek or Rumble? Grab a Kozilek. And we'll play the Slumbering Trudge. Mono black. Seems like a full mono black deck. They're gonna grief here. I'm gonna let them potentially take away the Kozilek's Command because I have a Sowing Myco spawn that I can play if they don't, you know, right. So I'm not going to use Kozilek's Command right now because they could have Reanimate. Good draws, by the way. Ooh, that's a great card, isn't it? I'm surprised they didn't just attack with the Overlord. I think I'm just going to look for my cards here. No point in going for the graveyard anymore because the Bailmer can just attack every single turn. These are both great cards. But maybe not this one. I have a lot of mana already. Another Slumbering Trudge. I can go for Devourer of Destiny as well. I could just go for Devourer of Destiny, actually. Go with that. I don't think Vampire Hexmage getting... Yeah. I don't think it works. Like, even if they make it into a creature, it's still targeting that. It's not like it's like flickering, right? Oh, we need to win immediately now. That's not good. So I need to top deck a fight rigging here to potentially have a chance. Maybe. So if I... Does Emrakul have Indestructible? It does not. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? What if I play this to draw a bunch of cards? Does that work? It doesn't work, right? Like, even if I draw 6 cards, I've already played a land to do that. So that's not gonna work. Oh! This is unexpected? Opponent may have thrown the game. Merit Lodge is a black creature. I may try to go for gain, 6 life and then draw 6 cards. Maybe. Potentially. Yeah, it's a black creature, so... Actually, I actually recognize this. I think they're in my Discord. Oh, that's a great one. I needed that. That is a great one. Let's say I attack. I think I'm going to attack here. Do they play a Bowmaster? Actually, they could be playing a Bowmaster. So, opponent could be holding on to a Fatal Push or a Bowmaster. If it's a Fatal Push, attacking is really good, but if I attack and it's like a Bowmaster, they chump block, and then I take 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, if it's a Bowmaster, I do have a blocker. So maybe only I take 3 damage. And I think I pass. Oh, it could be a Thespian stage trigger. Oh. Okay. Do we want to play this? Like, I could have an Endurance. I could play a Chalice, actually. Like, it'll get rid of, like, a Fatal Push, Reanimate. Disruptor Flute on Vampire Hexmage could be pretty relevant. I'll try just Chalice here. Going second, I'm gonna go down on the land. Alrighty. It's not a crazy hand, but I do have a chalice. See what they take. They took away the chalice. A 3-mana card coming out. Belmerk. Very fast start. I actually think they shouldn't have even gotten rid of a chalice. I think it does nothing. They probably already won with these creatures anyways. Alright, let's try again. This time, let's mulligan for a turn 1 chalice. Yeah, we do have a chalice, but again, we don't have a soul land. But probably better than mulliganing. So Ugin's Lab. So that's gonna be their first turn. Nope, they have a Chrome Mox as well. Into a Dark Ritual. They have the same combo again. No. Thinking about it, Chalice actually doesn't do much against opponent. Right? Because they have cards like Vampire Hexmage. Ooh, bad hit. Actually a bad hit here. Kinda drew nothing this game, and then we missed on the Malignant Rumble. Okay, at least we got a Green Sun Zenith, but does that do anything actually? Green Sun Zenith, the Slumbering Trudge, it's still tapped. It's kind of a bad hit, actually, to get Green Sun Zenith. I think the best card to just grab here might actually be... I mean, is it Trudge? Because, like, that's the only card that's going to win me the game here. Like, I'm gonna lose next turn, right? So... I guess the only thing I can do is, in hopes of drawing a fight rigging off the top, and potentially winning the game, even if I get a mana dork, that's only 6 mana next turn. So that's not even going to let me play anything. So I would just need to draw a fight rigging off the top if I can. I think that's like the only thing. Actually, this does let me block, which is kind of nice. So now we have a blocker. Why are they saying good game? It's far from over, isn't it? Do they have Dark Depths? I mean, they can remove the Chalice here with the Vampire Hexmage. Let me just read this real quick. Yeah, it says permanent. So we have 9 mana. Chalice equals X equals 1. I think we might actually just do it again. Just doing it as like a kind of a future proof right now. Let's say I attack and then they play Bowmaster. I block a Hexmage. And I take 3 damage. So another Green Sun Zenith. I'll attack with both of you. I'll grab another Fanatic of Brona. Even with the double Fanatic of Brona, I only have 11 mana. Alright, GG's. Right, I could keep this hand. It's not a bad hand. Like if the Devour of Destiny gives me another land. So what I can do is turn 1, play the Slumbering Trudge. Look for a soul land with this card. Aspire Bluff Cannel, so they're not gonna be able to daze. Ooh, we didn't get a soul land. That kind of sucks. Not gonna lie. They do have a counter spell though. Like a Force of Will, potentially. Imagine having to Force of Will a Slumbering Trudge. But, I mean, it's quite the card, you know? It's quite the card. Go, Slumbering Trudge! Okay, it seems like they have a daze, maybe? Yeah, it seems like they have a daze. Wait, how does Izzet beat bunch of a 6/6 creatures, by the way? Anybody have an idea? I will see. Oh, it's a sneak attack deck. I see. All right. Looks like kind of loose here. I didn't know it was a sneak attack deck. Otherwise, we would have played that a little bit differently. So Flute comes in. Thought Nasir comes in. Do we want this card? Probably not. Okay, another pretty slow hand. I think this one's a mulligan, for sure. I mean, although if I find Ugin's Lab with the Devourer of Destiny, I guess it's not bad. Might be better than mulliganing down to 5. The opponent doesn't play a daze, so we don't have to play around the daze like we did last time. Probably just go into Fnatic or Brona so I can potentially get the Thought Nasir down. And we can always flash in a Disruptor Flute. Land here would be kind of nice, actually. Okay, sneak attack. Okay, we got a land. Nasir lands. So I can get rid of Blood Moon and then probably does it? Okay, does Blood Moon even matter actually? I'm already generating like 4 mana here. I guess I can't play the Devourer of Destiny. Sure. Do I want to Green Sun Zenith for a Slumbering Trudge here? I can always save this for next turn, thinking about it. Let's see. Oh, the fight rigging. Emrakul. All right, that was actually pretty cool. What to do? Do I play this? Like, it's only ever good if they play sneak attack when they don't have the mana, or they play a Chrome Mox, right? That's kind of the thing. I just can't fit this card in. I'd have to cut something like a Kozilek. It's only to draw? I mean, it ramps too, that's the thing. But I guess it doesn't quite do anything. Like if you have a lot of mana. So we'll try this. So we have a Green Sun Zenith into Fight Rigging. Quite a slow hand though, must say. Maybe they'll like show and tell a creature in. Now Emrakul. I mean, that would win the game. Oh no. They did the thing. So we might lose the game. Let's just hope they don't have a creature to sneak in. Aw, it's an Emrakul. That sucks. Yeah. Oh, I just clicked a random button and then go second by accident. Kind of a bad hand if I don't get Fight Rigging. So it seems to me the deck can win in Timeless, but I feel like I've been kind of getting unlucky during mulliganing. My mulligans have been pretty atrocious. Okay. I feel like, opponent, you shouldn't have even shown me what you were playing, by the way. Oh, it's a Super Shredder deck. I mean, who knows? Opponent might still win the game. It's not like I have a good hand anyways. I can't cast any of these causeless commands. And they have a really, really fast clock, so I do really need to find the soul land here. Okay, there's that. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab the Oasis. Before opponent finds a way to counter my cards, I'll just have to causeless command. Whew. Whew, we're safe. Another one. Let me just gain 6 life here. And hopefully I draw into a soul land. Alright. Opponent surrenders. We go to the next one. Alright, so after the last game, I've added 3 copies of Sire of 7 Deaths instead of 1 copy of Chalice in the sideboard. See if that works out. Opponent's playing a really fast deck, right? So maybe Sowing Micro Spawn's not gonna work. We'll try that. Alright, we have a Slumbering Trudge into Fight Rigging. And with the Devour of Destiny, I'm just looking for lands at the moment. Because obviously, an opponent could have, like, another a Strip Mine. They could also just Thoughtseize as well. Get rid of my Fight Rigging. I think opponent's gonna get rid of a Fight Rigging here. Okay, a Chalice could be interesting. Maybe I'll take a Chalice? It's a bit ballsy if they have a Strip Mine. Oh, never mind. Apparently it was the right choice. This hand looks a little bit fishy. But we do have a Devour of Destiny. Oh, wow. We didn't even hit a single... I think we have to go with the Malevolent Rumble there. Bogart Bog. No soul lands in our top 15. What's up with that? Shealdred? I could Kozilek's Command, actually. That actually might be better than the Swing Micro Spawn. So the opponent's gonna Bowmaster. Oh, they're gonna ping face. I feel like, don't you always want to just... Reanimate. So let's say I played this, and then I Sowing Micro Spawn for... this. Get rid of their only land here. And then just do that. And then we play 2 of these next turn. I think we just take this damage. The question is, do I play this out? So they did have a fatal push there. I have to block this in case there's another Bowmaster. Haha, they had another one. All right. So I have a Chalice. Chalice is good. I think Sowing Mycospawn is like overall like kind of mediocre. Probably Thought Knot Seer is better. Go with that. There was definitely a win there, but I kind of blew it. Kind of blew it there. There was definitely a win there, for sure. Sire of 7 Deaths or Devourer of Destiny. I think we go with the Sire of 7 Deaths there. Chrome Mox comes out. Another Fight Rigging comes out. So I think I just go with another Fight Rigging here. Because I need my opponent to tap out. Right? Kind of my plan. I have 2, 4, 5, 6. Again, I'm just gonna pass. They're holding on to Fatal Push. That's something that we know. But now that we have, you know... Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I messed up. I thought I was casting a Slumbering Trudge. Oh, man. Ah. That's so bad. That is so bad, by the way. We might still win anyways because they can't handle Syrup 7 Deaths. Okay, thank God. Oh my God, because they're both green cards, you know. I thought I was casting a Slumbering Trudge there. Oh man. Oh man. Funny thing is I even cut the Green Sun Zenith. Okay. Not bad. Okay, fast start this time. Baragboy already. Very fast start, I must say. I'll probably chump block this. Is what I'm gonna do. But then I can just kill it later. But if a Bowmaster comes out, it's kind of bad too. I probably just have to take the damage. Yeah, I think I have to take the damage because I can't. If I draw, I get the spawns just taken out immediately. And if they have a reanimate, it's kind of bad. Okay. That's very nice. So I'll probably just Maliber Rumble here. Okay, we got Slumbering Trudge or Devour of Destiny. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's between this one or this one. I'll go with the Devour of Destiny. Since I can immediately answer the Baragboy. Wow. They surrender. We didn't even do the fight rigging combo. Well, we have a Petrify Hamlet. That's a start. I do love me some Petrified Hamlet turn 1. Okay, so this is potentially like show and tell sneak attack, I believe. I'll go into Phonetic of Rona. No counter spells from opponent. What is this? Are they going to... Oh man, if they show and tell. Can you imagine if they show and tell there? That would be absolutely insane. I'll grab a Disciple of Freyles. Maybe we can draw a bunch of cards into a fight rigging, perhaps. That'd be nice. I mean, surely opponent probably drew a counter spell by now, right? There we go. 4, 5, 6. We have 6 mana, so we can't cast this card. We'll cast the Cosmos Command. I'm hoping I don't die here. That'd be nice. Mystical Tutor. If it's a show and tell, I'm okay with it. They got a Ponder? Not a stock up? Maybe they just wanted to shuffle. Oh my god. Opponent? So, about that. Okay, we can sideboard out the Petrified Hamlet. -2 Sowing Micro spawns. Alright, so we're gonna remove 2 Green Sun Zenith. And maybe 1 copy of a Sowing Micro spawn. Is what I'm thinking here. I could play Chalice. It does get rid of like Mystical Tutor, Ponder, Brainstorm. Maybe it's actually worth it. They play a lot of 1-mana cards. I'll try this. Okay, that's a mulligan. Okay, we have a turn 1 Chalice. I think we can just get rid of a Devour of Destiny here. Oh, they went for another gamble. That's crazy. Oh, that's because they had an Emrakul. Wow, their hand was perfect. Look at that. Not a single card went wasted. Crazy. A 7-card combo. Let's go. So these two enable each other. I think I'm just bottoming that. I'll play the Slumbering Trudge. So opponent has a Chrome Mox here. call Scalding Tarn. I could Disruptor Flute on Show and Tell. But I could also just play Fanatic of Rona. Let's hope they don't have another Show and Tell again. Oh, we actually got it. Got it right this time. We could sacrifice to draw a bunch of cards. But I think I'm just going to Malignant Rumble here. I shouldn't have played this Forest. So they have a Force of Will. I'll Disruptor Flute, and they'll have to Force of Will this. And we'll pass a turn. Oh, they have it again. No. Alright. Probably lost. Although... we're not dead. At least that's good. Yeah, we're not dead. That's a good thing, right? Anything kills us, though. Hold. Okay, hold. We can Devour of Destiny next turn and we win. Please. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. That was insane. Because the Freyleys gave me so much life. I survived from an Emrakul. Right, so we took a look at Fight Rigging Trudging deck today. It was definitely a little bit underwhelming. Like, especially against blue opponent, you know, getting the Fight Rigging down can sometimes be relatively difficult. But in game 2 and 3, when you sideboard in some Cavern of Souls, it does seem like it does make the matchup a lot better. Maybe we're actually supposed to play Cavern of Souls in the main deck and have another Cavern of Souls in the sideboard. Obviously, the problem with that is currently we are running not too many green sources. We have 8 copies, 12 copies, 13 copies, right? Under certain circumstances, like you might be able to just Cavern of Souls, call something like a Druid, play this out. That's a thing you can do. But the Cavern doesn't really tap green mana for the Green Sun Zenith. Fight Rigging, Malignant Rumble, kind of have some problems there. Potentially, what you could do is maybe you don't even need this card. I've sideboarded this card out every single time. Maybe you could even run 24 lands without this card. This card can be pretty nice. You can Green Sun Zenith into a Formidable Speaker so that you can grab something like Devour of Destiny or Sowing Michael Spawn, which the Green Sun Zenith can't do, right? But I'm kind of thinking that it's just a little bit too slow. Another aspect about this card, the Formidable Speaker can untap the Fanatic of Brona. So this is a combo. Considering that's just one copy of it, I think it actually might be better to play a utility land because we play 4 copies of Sowing Microspawn than to try to abuse the Formidable Speaker for a very, very niche edge cases. So I think it might be better to play 24 lands here so that you can fit a copy of a Calmer Souls so that your game 1 becomes a lot better versus a blue deck. Yeah, I mean, the deck wasn't super crazy, but it was actually kind of fun. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.